Let me show you three teenage behaviors that you might be convinced are signs of laziness, disrespect, and rudeness, but are actually just evidence of healthy, normal growth. The first one is attitude. So when your young person gives you attitude, sarcasm, big emotions, talking back at you, I'm sure you'll be wondering, let's see how he's going to explain that as some healthy development. Now, take this example, yeah. Your lovely 14 years old daughter just pushes through the front door after school, storms into the room, kicks her left shoe to the left side of the door and the right straight under the dining table, and walks straight to the fridge or freezer and opens the fridge looking for something to eat. And then you, being the lovely mom that you are, just quickly call out and say, Linda, Amara, or, whatever name you've given to your lovely child. Can you please come back and put your shoes in the right place? And in fact, they dropped their bag on the walkway, and you go, could you put your things where they ought to be? Because you want your young person to develop and to grow into this healthy, well-rounded adult. And you would typically expect the young person to say, oh, lovely mom, thank you for reminding me. I was just a bit stressed, and quickly just pick those things and put them in their place. But if you have teenagers, chances are that what you would get would be completely different from that ideal, beautiful scenario that I've just painted. What you would get most likely is a young person who would look at you, roll their eyes, and maybe just quietly walk up to their room, or maybe talk back at you and say something like, oh yeah, exactly. Every time I walk through that door, I just walk straight into another lecture room where you tell me everything that I have to do and never bother about how I feel or how I think, and then walk up straight into their rooms and maybe add a little spice of slamming their door so loud that you're there wondering what's happening. Again, I'm sure you're wondering, yeah, let's see how this guy is going to explain this as some developments. Well, I'll try. So, your young person is in that state where their brain is undergoing serious reconstruction. Now, picture this. You've got this very messy garage and you're trying to reorganize things into the garage. That would sometimes involve you picking things and dropping them in the wrong places just so you can make room for putting them in the right place. So